versus West matchup here, but more than a little familiarity between these two teams, Chris.
Yeah, they don't see each other that much in the regular season, but when they do, these two teams draw plenty of attention.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And here's Cleveland. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Love moves the ball so well, especially when he spots an open man.
On defense, Cleveland. Curry kicks to Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Takes the 3. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Smith on the wing. Durant against LeBron. Thomas dishes to Love. A three-pointer off the mark. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Durant. Green with a screen on LeBron. Durant kicks to Green. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Thompson with the ball.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at it, taking it strong and picking up the foul.
And when you're scouting a player like LeBron James, Chris, how do you defend him? What's the plan?
Wow, you got to stay in front of him. Try to force him to take bad shots. Tell the trainer to get the ice bath ready. And make sure you got some extra tape. And all this is easier said than done.
No good on the second free throw. And as successful as LeBron James has been, a max contract, all the endorsements, everything else, he's made his mark with his philanthropy.
Well, Kevin, my favorite part about LeBron is what he's done off the court. I mean, $2.5 million to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Think about this. This might be one of the greatest philanthropic moves, in my opinion, by an athlete. $40 million to pay for the college tuition of 1,000 Ohio school children. I mean, he's affecting the world in ways much larger than basketball.
Love the tenacity. That's money in tight against the pressure.
Curry. Come on. Pachulia against Thompson, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 22 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
And the nice replay of the long-range three-pointer, courtesy of Under Armour. The Unleash Chaos moment. It's stolen by Green. Thomas against Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Pachulia. Smith with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers trail by 4. There's the triple. And Pachulia pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Green. Curry against Thomas. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Over Thomas. Curry's shot is off.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Pachulia against LeBron. And they double up James. And finished off by LeBron.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
And the first one drops. And the Cavs over the last few seasons setting records when it comes to three-pointers made.
And really, they did a good job of surrounding LeBron with floor spacers. They doubled down on that when they got Channing Frye. And then when he and Kevin Love play together in the front court, the Cavs can bury you with their long-range shooting.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And one thing that everyone was concerned about with the Warriors was that they had lost too much on defense when they signed Durant. Ended up not being the case at all.
Not at all. It took them a few weeks to gel, but they went right back to being a top defensive team. And when you look at Durant, his play, he was one of the best two-way players in the league that past season. And he still has the defense that can win them games, even if their offense is struggling.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Curry against Thomas. Pachulia with the screen on Thomas. Curry gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
4 seconds left in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. And again, it's Cleveland.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
Thomas against Curry. Pachulia with the screen on Thomas. They get the rebound. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible. And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets corrected.
LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And in the early part of the season, a lot of players, Chris, are just trying to get into the rhythm of the season. When did you feel like the NBA season truly was in full swing for you?
For me, it had to be in full swing day one. I had to be ready because I was playing against the best at my position, and I wanted to establish myself as the best at my position. And so that's why I think that I tried to have an advantage over other players. Where guys were trying to get a rhythm, I made sure that I used the preseason for that, because I wanted to come into the beginning of the season gangbusters, knowing you're going to have your ups and downs during the season, but this is not something where you could just warm your way up into the season. You better come out ready to go, or you're going to be trying to find your rhythm all year long.
That's a good message all players should hear. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Well, with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and back court for the Warriors.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Green with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Rose can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He gets it in there. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
He went for it. I'll give him that. Showing some fight on the boards, even if it's not the smartest play in the world. And Chanify has a game that's more finesse than most guys close to 7 feet. Not a great rebounder, but he's a better defender than some may think.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent.
Korver passes to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Golden State. And Fry, a savvy vet, at 6'11". He's more a power forward or a center?
Well, I like him at the 5 spot because that way he can space the floor. That way his offense is more valuable because a big guy, you keep the defender away from it. Not really great defensively down under, so you can go back at him, but I like him at the 5 spot.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by, and stolen by Fry. The drive by Green.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And, of course, playing against their NBA Finals opponent from a season ago, they hoisted the Larry O'Brien Trophy and sent this club home empty-handed.
And Chris, you had the chance to play with Kyle Korver in Philadelphia. A decade later, he makes his first All-Star appearance.
Yeah, he's my rookie, the 51st pick of the 2003 draft. Nobody outside of the Korver family expected him to become this talented, but I knew he was going to be a heck of a sniper when I saw him practicing, shooting every day.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Warriors leading by 11. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Rose. Green dishes to Pachulia. Golden State moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Pachulia. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Pachulia's got 9.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
A baseline J. That one, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Has everyone going one way, pulls out the rug with the quick stop and pop.
Green. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Jeff Green, no good on that one. And the Cavs, a powerhouse team, but they're used to overcoming long odds as well.
I mean, you think of their 3-1 deficit against the Warriors in 2016, going on to win it all. That was just crazy. But last season, the largest second-half comeback in playoff history, in the clutch, they always respond.
43 seconds left in the first half. No one near Curry as he lets it go. The three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, he was absolutely lethal from the arc in the first quarter, but now he has cooled off significantly in the second.
Rose gets the bucket.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Here's Curry. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 13 points in the game.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
From deep, Green. Green with the rebound. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you, Draymond, a guy his size, the way he can find an open man, he has a touch of magic to his game.
Now Curry. He gets it up and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with an 18. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the...
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Real. The Cavaliers trail by 18.
Well, in just a few years, it's safe to say Steve Kerr is one of the most respected coaches in the NBA.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Durant with it. Now Smith defending. And here's Green outside. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for Kerr, rare is it to see someone jumping from the commentator booth into being one of the top coaches in the NBA.
Well, we all knew that Steve had a great mind for basketball, so it isn't surprising to see his success. It's just rare to see a coach have this much success so quickly. I mean, it seems like he's making coaching look easy.
Lets it go with the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Love at the elbow. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Love's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry passes to Green over Love. And it's Green missing.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
The drive by James, and LeBron throws it down hard.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Timeout called the Warriors. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked them. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, "What are you doing? We played against him. We would never pick him #1." So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
And it's West in the corner. Pass to Iguodala. Out to West. Young in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by West. Young's got 8 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Livingston kicks it to West. The shot comes out. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 13. James wide open. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. McGee with the block, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors leading by 14. And here's Livingston. Iguodala outside. McGee a screen. Iguodala kicks to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Smith outside. Buries it from three-point range. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. McGee's shot is off.
No, that's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him there.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
So both teams changing it up here. Warriors leading by 11. Curry kicks to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for Kevin Durant.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Crowder from outside. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Picked by Pachulia. Thompson against Crowder. Pachulia sets a screen for Thompson. Three-pointer. Tries again. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Get a couple stops, we get a couple runouts.
My side girl got a 5S with the...
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Warriors leading by 15. We've got Channing Frye. Green is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Rose. And it's Jefferson in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Curry with it. On the wing, Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Thompson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Rose kicks to Jefferson. Back to Rose. Tries a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Jefferson attacking.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Thompson. No good on the shot. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball, and Green gets it to go.
Oh, and fantastic vision. I mean, Thompson quickly locates the open man.
Jefferson with it, picked up by Thompson. And it goes down 2 points.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
Warriors leading by 19. Timeout called the Warriors.
And with D. Rose going through the free agent process this past summer, very different market than when he first signed his big extension back in 2012. But still, there were teams that wanted what he has to offer, and he'll make an impact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Iguodala kicks to Young. There's the pass to McGee. 6 to shoot. The feed to Livingston. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Warriors lead by 21. And for Rose in his free agency, he isn't, Greg, the same player he once was, but he can still run a team, and he can get you some points.
Yeah, and his leadership is a big part of the package now. He can be a good mentor to upcoming guards in an organization, act as kind of that bridge, if you will, for a team, or that missing piece for a franchise looking to make a run.
Here's Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Yeah, it's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James. A lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room, and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all a coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he's studying tape.
Poked away. Good defensive work there by Young. Warriors leading by 21. West outside. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, they set the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Chris, usually the guys who score a lot of points get all the attention. But if you had to pick some who don't get a lot of credit for the way they fill it up, who would some of those names be?
That's tough. I think anytime you have a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, who's a big guy and one of the top leading 5 scorers in the league, I think he doesn't get enough credit for scoring. His teammate, Anthony Davis, probably because of his record and his team not winning as much, doesn't get enough credit. Kawhi Leonard, because he's quiet and unassuming, doesn't grab that credit. And then you got guys like Gordon Hayward, who's just coming onto the scene, Kemba Walker, who's exciting, and Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's a lot of guys that don't get enough credit. And if you want to go to the West Coast and go back to point guards, go to Damian Lillard, who felt he was snubbed as an all-star. But that's the great thing about this league. So many great players. You got to play hard every night to get some credit, because if not, someone else is deserving to have their name up there just as well.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
McGee dishes to Green. Durant wide open, he fires. Offensive rebound. For 3. That shot misses. Good D from Love. The 3 from Thomas. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Love. Here's McGee. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Curry outside. Unable to get that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Andre. I know if you could bottle a game like tonight, you would. But what's the key as you look forward to these upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys be ready to play.
Great performance tonight, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.